promise. You're the best promise keepers in the world. You know that. I can't wait for next year's teachers to see how great you are, that you keep your promise to your teacher and to your class by participating, being respectful, being on time, staying muted, put your name in the chat or change it in Zoom so we can see who we're talking to. Stay in your spot and keep your eyes on the screen where all the magic happens. Our May birthdays are Michael and Jaden. Yay. And then let's see, what else do we have going on? We also have, we have our summer birthdays. Mr. Abdul, Mr. Jackson, and Miss Christina will all have birthdays over the summer. So we want to wish them a happy birthday too. What are we doing today? Oh, it's a quick, pretty quick Nearpod. And this is sort of an overview of science, but I did want to touch a little bit on making observations. So it says, today I will make observations using my senses so I can ask questions about the natural world around us. That's right. Scientists love to ask questions and then they try to figure it out. It's like a mystery. I know I have it when I can use my observations to sort, classify objects based on their observable properties. So that's what we're going to be doing. And it's pretty short. You know your science vocabulary. Most of you are all done with your DVAs, so congratulations on that. But in your written responses too, make sure you're using those big words. Make sure you're using those big words. Even when you're writing your responses, think about a word you can slide in there that makes you sound like you've really been studying. Now, at the very end of this, we are going to play two games. We're going to play Siddharth's game, which is a time to climb trivia game. And then Jackson, who won't be able to join us, in his honor, we will do our Simon Says. Very quick game, okay? So stick around after the Nearpod. Here's the Nearpod. This should not take too long. Let me go ahead and put the code in. Okay, it is in our chat. Also, V as in Victor, H as in happy, 6, P as in pickle, and S as in super Siddharth Savastic. I got it. All the S's in your name. You stole all the S's, Siddharth. They're in your name. You took them all. All right, loves, I'm going to swing over and meet you in our Nearpod. Remember, our code is in our chat in case you lost it. Try to go as fast as we can. Since it's just a few of us, I want you to feel free to unmute and chat. As long as you don't interrupt anybody, I'm totally cool with that. Oops, I lost my light. Hang on. I got so busy with that, I lost my light. Okay. Do you see the code? Give me a thumbs up if you see the code on my screen. Thank you. All right, let's see how many friends have joined us. 0. Oh no. It'll change, I think. Yes, it did. 3 students are in. Who do we have? We have Adeline, Jaden, and Joshua. Nice. Ooh, we've got Siddharth. Christian's going to be joining us shortly. He's putting in his code. By the way, it is crazy hair day. So right after we're done, go make your hair all crazy, like CJ's. And then we'll have our party at 11. So that's why we want to go fast, because we have some things to do before our party starts. Okay, CJ, you can start it. You can join anytime, okay? So even if it takes you a couple extra seconds, we're going to get started. And what are we doing in today's lesson? We're going to learn about different examples of science in our lives. We are going to identify examples of science, ask scientific questions, and draw your, no, we're not going to draw ourselves. We're not going to do that. We are going to move faster, and we're going to ask, what is science? Okay, but this, do you remember before I said we were going to talk a little bit about observable properties? You know, when I was doing the DBAs, that was the one thing that I don't think our lessons really talked about well enough. So that's why I'm making sure that we review it one more time before the end of the school year. What are observable properties? So let's just watch this quick 4-minute video. Settle in, get comfy. Here we go.
To identify our observable physical properties of matter, we have to use our 5 senses. We're not going to use really any other special tools, just what we've got. So we're going to use our sight, especially our touch, sometimes hearing, definitely tasting, but only when it's safe and we're told we can, and our sense of smell. In your workbook, you're going to be filling out this chart of the physical properties of matter, and today we're only focusing on observable properties. Color is the first observable physical property of matter.
Color.
So in your chart, please write color, and yes, spelling counts.
You don't have to write it.
Texture is the next observable physical property of matter.
Let's see who remembers these, okay? So I'll ask you to see if you can remember at least 4, okay? So try to remember them. We had color so far. Now we have.
So we have like soft or fuzzy, smooth, rough. Those are examples of texture. Are there a lot more? Absolutely. Now you're going to add texture as an observable property of matter in your chart. Yes, spelling counts. The next observable property of matter is luster.
Luster. You know, yesterday somebody said the rock is shiny. That's what that's talking about. Dull or shiny. So that's a new one.
So the easy ones are dull and shiny. We also can call that metallic. We have glassy is another word to describe luster. Pearly. And also greasy is another. And all of these are examples of luster. And when we get when you learn about rocks, you will learn even more.
Okay, let's see what that list says so far.
Please add luster to our observable properties of matter.
What's next? What's next?
Shape is the next observable property of matter. Tires on our vehicles are circles. Stop signs are octagons. Tiles on the floor might be squares. They might be rectangles. Hey, they might even be hexagons. So everyday objects have a shape.
And describe their shapes.
Please add shape to your observable properties chart.
Color, texture, luster, shape.
Next is smell. So it might smell like a flower or smell clean like a lemon. Might smell like fresh baked cookies, or it might be a smell that isn't that pleasant.
Stinky feet. So color.
Add smell to our notes about observable properties of matter.
Shape,
yep,
smell.
Spelling still counts.
What else?
Taste is another observable property of matter. Might taste sweet, maybe sour, salty, or even bland.
Yuck.
Be sure to only taste things that you have permission
to.
The hot sauce? Because you don't want to taste something that is actually harmful to you.
Nope, do not.
You guessed it. We're going to add taste to our observable properties of matter.
Texture, luster, shape, smell.
Hardness is another property of matter. Right now, we're going to use it as a observable property of matter.
That's another observable property. Okay, quick, somebody unmute and tell me what marshmallows, what's their hardness?
They're soft.
They're soft. They aren't hard at all. They're nice and smushy. I hate marshmallows. I like it.
What about the ice cream?
It's cold, and sometimes it can be hard and soft.
Oh, that's a brilliant observation. Who's ever had soft ice cream where it comes out of the, like, what do they call it? A little tube, and it swirls, and then there's the hard ice cream that they have to scoop out. That's
I never ever had the ice cream where you just do shh.
The swirl. That's a
I
really
never
soft
had it.
ice cream. What about a diamond, Siddharth? What do you think about a diamond? Thank you, my Addie.
Hard and shiny.
Yes, hardness. It's
Has
very
some
hard.
pointy ends.
Oh, very good. All right, let's move on, guys. I hope the kitten is nice and soft too. So hardness is another one. Let's finish this up. Only
Property of
another
matter.
minute.
However, when you learn about rocks, you'll actually learn that hardness is a measurable property of matter.
Mhm.
So let's talk about it as an observable property. So it might be soft, like a kitten, or soft like marshmallows,
Does not like
soft like
marshmallows.
frozen yogurt. Or
Ooh.
hardness might be hard like a diamond, which is actually the hardest natural object
Mm.
in the world, or hard like a hard hat, or even hard ice cream. Now, this is hardness being a measure
Gonna
of
skip on
rocks
that a little bit.
property.
I
So
think we're
please
good.
add
Okay,
hardness to our
are we
observable
done?
properties
We're done.
chart. And
Okay, look at that. Look at that chart because they're gonna see who can remember at least 4 of them. Okay, raise your hand if you want to try it. All right, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Jaden, do you want to try it? Close your eyes and tell me 4 observable properties. Close your eyes, close your eyes. Unmute and tell me.
Color.
Mm-hmm.
Shape.
Mm-hmm.
Luster.
Uh-huh.
And taste.
Taste, excellent. Ding, 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 ding. Don't say anymore. Don't say anymore. Wonderful. Open your eyes. Who else wants to try it? Miss Addie, you got your eyes closed. Unmute and tell me 4 observable properties. Go.
Smell, color, taste. And one more is, I can't tell which one. Hard.
Hard? Did you say hardness?
Yeah.
Yay, beautiful. Open your eyes. You did it. Ding, 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 ding. Awesome job. Thank you, my love bug. Let's go to Joshua. Joshua, unmute, close your eyes, and tell me 4 observable properties. Go.
Color,
Uh-huh.
texture,
Uh-huh.
hardness, and smell.
Very good. Ding, 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 ding. You got it. Nice job. I'm so proud of you. Who else wants to try it? Who else? Who else? CJ, you go next. Okay, unmute. Then close your eyes and tell me 4 observable properties. There are more.
Color,
Hmm?
texture,
Mm-hmm.
hardness,
Mm-hmm.
and smell.
Very nice. Thank you. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, one more. Who's got the last one? Siddharth. All right, Siddharth. Unmute, close your eyes. Tell me 4.
Color, shape, luster, and hardness.
Woohoo! Wonderful. Do you think there are more than what this list has? Yeah, because they didn't tell a few of them, did they? How come size isn't there? Oh, is that true, Siddharth? Are they missing a few?
Yeah, like, size.
Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely missing a few of them. I like this. So great job, guys. Let's move on, finish it up, play our games, and be done. Here we go. Thank you, Siddharth. What is science? Well, take a look around you right now. Look around the room. Pretty much everything is science. The air you breathe, the screen you're looking at, you. Point to yourself. Yeah, you can find science in you. We're going to watch a quick vocabulary video about science. And as you watch and listen, I want you to observe different examples of science. And now the most important thing, because at the end there's a little quiz, steps included in the scientific method. So in other words, when a scientist does an experiment, there's steps he needs to take. It's just like cleaning your room. Oh, first I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that. Or making a recipe. Yeah, I know you guys help your parents cook, help your grandparents cook, right? So aren't there steps you need to take? So we can't just do things out of order. We can't forget steps. It would taste terrible. So just like like a recipe, an experiment has steps we need to take. So pay attention to the video because at the end there will be a quick quiz. So I'm going to do it on this device so you can watch my screen and pay attention. It's only 3 minutes long.
I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of things I don't know. I have questions like, why do we need to eat food? Why are there no animals on the moon? What makes cheetahs fast and turtles slow? Why does my body grow? I don't really know. What's the sun? What's a star? And are ghosts really real? Cause I heard they are. With science, you can uncover mysteries. Ask questions, do tests, that's the recipe. Question and experiment, that's science. You could be a scientist too, just try it. Athletes use science when they choose their food, and companies use science to design your shoes. Scientists make inventions, cure disease, explore deep space and deep seas. They know that all things happen for a reason. There's a reason summer is the hot season. There's a reason an airplane flies, there it goes. And that's not magic or miracles. Question and test like scientists do. And if you run experiments, then you're a scientist too.
There's so much that we don't know, but with science our minds grow. We ask questions, run tests until we find the truth. So much that we don't know, but with science our minds grow. We ask questions, run tests until we find the truth.
Ask questions, that's the motto. And there's a scientific method that we follow. Step 1, make observations and ask.
Okay, so there it is. The first thing we do after we ask a question, I wonder why that happens. Make an observation. All right.
A question. Yeah, that's the first task. Like, does this plant need sunlight to grow? I have a hunch, but I don't really know. Step 2 is when you make your best guess. That's the hypothesis.
Okay, so after we ask a question and we make observations, then we make a guess. That's called a big word, hypothesis. Ooh, I sound so smart when I say that. Hypothesis is your best guess. I bet this will happen. It's sort of like sinking and floating. Before you put it in, you're going to make your hypothesis.
And I'm leaning, yes, I think this kind of plant will grow the best if it has sunlight. Now let's run the test. Step 3, run the experiment. Test your hypothesis. Are you hearing it? I put one plant by the window, one in the closet, water them the same amount out the faucet. And for 4 weeks, every single night, I measure both plants and I check the height. Step 4, look at your data, then make a conclusion.
Okay, let me stop there and say, remember when he was measuring and he's collecting data? He's writing down the measurements every day, and that's called data. And then you can make your conclusion. Ooh, I found that. So your conclusion is what you find at the end.
What does it all mean? What you been doing? I see the plant in the light grew the best, while the plant in the closet is mostly dead. Step 5, take what you learned and share it. Write a report for your friends, teacher, or parent. But the scientific method is never done. Come up with more experiments and run another one. Let's go.
There's so
All right,
much
we're
that
going to
we
move on
don't.
from here. And the scientific method, by the way, if you remember all of the steps, will help you determine whether or not your hypothesis, that initial guess, was right or wrong, or what you needed to change. And your conclusion, once again, is what you finally find out. As we've learned, scientists do many things in their jobs, match each term with its corresponding description. So let's read through these together. I think it's important that we read through these together, don't you? Invent. Invent is the first one. Then we have cure disease. Then we have this white one that says on top, to wonder about the world, to wonder. And then the next thing is ask questions. And then middle column, middle row, excuse me, create something new to solve a problem. Create something new. And then the next one says explore. Ooh, everybody loves to explore. Next one, something scientists do when they want to test a hypothesis. After they make their hypothesis, they have to do something to test it. Next, observe the world, looking for new things or things that have been hidden for a long time. Make observations about the world, looking for new things. All right, and the next one, with the two bottom ones, finding an answer to a medical problem that can make people's lives better. What's that? And the last one says experiment. So I'm going to do my best to match them up. Let's see how we do. What do you think? Let's go to the first white one, top on the top. Which one do you think means to wonder about the world and the universe we live in? Is that invent, cure disease, ask questions, explore, experiment? Somebody yell it out. What do you think it is? To wonder about the world and the universe we live in. Is that inventions, curing disease, asking questions, exploring, or experiment? What do you do when you wonder? You add, anybody? You wonder about things, you add, help, somebody help me. Okay, I'll do it. You ask questions. When you wonder, you ask questions. Let's try a new one. How about this one? Create something new. What's that one?
Invent.
Yes, who said that? Awesome job. Okay, let's try the next one. Something scientists do when they want to test their guess, their hypothesis. What do? Cure disease, explore, experiment. Yes, experiment. We have to test it by doing an experiment. Next one, when you observe the world, you know, wander around and you're observing everything. What are you doing? Curing disease or exploring?
Explore.
Yes, thank you. Siddharth, you are on it. All right, next one. Finding an answer to a medical problem that can make people's lives better.
Cure disease.
Yes, very good. Excellent, guys. Let's move on. And very good, guys. If you didn't get it, it's okay. It was a lot to read, wasn't it? Now, we're going to take a quick field trip to a volcano. Think about, as you scroll around, what questions you're wondering about. Okay, because on the next slide, you're going to tell me a question you have. I may not be able to answer it, but think about a question you might have. What's an observatory? This does not look like a volcano. Is it built on top of a volcano? That's a question I have. If it is, what if it blows up? What if the volcano is active? What other questions might you have? Why is the soil that color? Oh, where is this place? Why is there snow? What is that tower for? What? Hey, you guys ready? Okay, think of a question that you thought of when you were exploring. What'd you wonder? Quick, write a question. No pictures, write a question. Where is this? There's one of my questions. Why is the soil red? There's another one. What can you think of? Why is there snow? Good job, Miss Addie. I wonder if the snow helps or makes it more difficult to make observations. That's another good question, right? What if it blows up? Why are there roads? Yes, these are all great questions. Why are the observation towers round? Why can't I see go? Why are the observation towers around? Yeah, I said that. I already said that. Okay, excellent. Give you some hearts. Moving on, Miss Cruz. I think we're getting close to our quiz and the end. Here it is. Okay, so we have a quiz here. How do scientists, oh, this is from the video about the scientific process. How do scientists reach a conclusion about their hypothesis? So let me ask it a different way. What do they do after they make their guess, their hypothesis guess, how do they get their final conclusion? Ready? They make another good guess. They study the data. They come up with another question, or they write a report. So how do they get to their conclusion? Who remembers? Do they make another guess? Do they study the data they collected? Do they come up with another question? Or do they write a report? If you said B, you got it right. They have to study the data that they collect from their experiment. That's how they get their conclusion. Let's try the next one. How confident are you in your ability to recognize science all around you? Very confident, somewhat confident, or not at all confident? Super confident. What do you guys think? Yeah, me too, me too. Good job. All right. Yes, because there's science everywhere. We are all done. I want you to stay for the 2 games. We have Siddharth's Time to Climb. So get ready to choose your player. He gave me 6 awesome trivia questions. We're gonna read them, see if we know the answers to them, and learn a little bit today. Okay, so get ready to choose your player. When we're all finished, we'll decide if we have enough time to play the second game. Let's go to the beach and choose your player. Jaden's in. Siddharth's in. Patty's in. Joshua's in. CJ, we're ready to start. Okay, hold on to your seats. These are really cool questions that he came up with. Just choose your best answer. Where are tropical rainforests mostly found? In countries A, near the equator, B, near the North Pole, C, near the South Pole. Where are tropical rainforests mostly found? Near the equator, near the North Pole, near the South Pole. If you said near the equator, you got it right. That's right. That part of the Earth is the equator, and that's where it's the hottest. So we have rainforest. What is hail? Hail, is it the stuff I feed my dog, the name of my sister, or balls or lumps of ice that fall from the sky? I think they knew that one. Yes, that's right. It's not snow. It's little ice balls that fall from the sky during a special kind of weather. Why is there a delay? I love this question. Between lightning and thunder. Have you ever seen lightning flash and then it takes a few seconds for the thunder? A, because the thunder is scared of the lightning. B, the speed of light is faster than the speed of sound. Or C, the thunder is farther away than the lightning. You can see the answer on my screen. Because the speed of light, the flash of the light reaches your eyes faster than the sound. The speed of sound is much slower. Why did the dinosaurs often build nests close to each other? For protection, to party, or to be close to Walmart? Oh, I'm going to ask him to explain this one later. Yes, for protection. I bet they kind of sat around to protect each other's eggs and young. Where can you find one of the world's greatest dinosaur fossil beds in the world? So a place where there's tons of fossils. A, Riverview, Florida. B, Disney World. C, Alberta, Canada. If you said C, it's up in Canada. That's right, the country right over our United States. It's a huge collection of fossils. Last question, what was the tallest known dinosaur? The Chihuahua, the Sauroposeidon, or the pterodactyl? Which one was the tallest known one? The Chihuahua, the Sauroposeidon, or the pterodactyl? If you said Chihuahua, you know, my dogs can get mad at you. All right. If you got B, you got it right. Awesome. That was so much fun. Thank you for sharing those wonderful facts. Those are called trivia facts, and they're just interesting snippets of information that we should know and we can learn. All right, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to be finished with our Nearpod. Let me come back to you. Stop sharing and look at your cute faces. Hello. Hey, where's Siddharth? Oh, she's got a cool book. Siddharth, quick, tell me, why is it important for dinosaurs to hang out together? Why do they build nests together?
If they build nests too close to each other, if a T-Rex comes to eat them, they can team up and like kick or try to bite.
Yes, exactly. I like how you said that, team up. Can you think of any other animal that does that?
Like maybe like a duck-billed dinosaur.
Oh, maybe duck-billed, so more dinosaurs. And yeah, I agree with you. Do you know that humans like to do that too? We like to gather together, and it's not just for protection for humans, is it?
No.
No, we like to be in a society where we can interact with people and share thoughts and ideas. You know, we don't always like to be lonely, do we? So we build our nests together. Look outside in the neighborhood. That's right.